Hi, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome back to my channel, to my YouTube channel. Yeah, so today we're gonna be doing a little bit of drawing, right? I'm gonna do sketching first. Yes, okay, so I'm gonna be true with you right now. This is the first time I'm doing this type of voiceover, so I'm kinda not sure what to talk about, but I would just, I would, I think I know what I'm doing. So at first we're gonna be starting with a pose. So this whole plan for this drawing was supposed to be something new, something different. I've been trying to find my art style. So I decided to go for a interesting pose for this interesting perspective that you will see in a second when the sketch is finally done. This is actually the first time that I remembered to start recording while I sketch, because most of the times I forget, as you can see in my previous videos. So I'm so glad I finally remembered to record this one. And looking back at it, I love how it came out, and honestly, I'm very proud of myself of this drawing. It's really cool. Yeah. So it's supposed to be a new kind of thing. So with a new drawing, with a new style of drawing, I also decided to start a new story, if I can call it like that. So the whole point of it is that I'm starting a new lore, story, whatever, right? So right now I'm drawing a new character, a new OC. I still don't have their name, but that's usually for my stuff. Most of my OCs don't have a name, and I don't think this one is gonna be any different. So if you have any ideas for a name, then let me know, cause oh my god, I'm not good with names. So, before I start talking about this character, I wanted to talk about the fact that it's gonna be Halloween soon, and you might be thinking, oh my god, Sammy, this character is so perfect for Halloween, right? It's like a demon, it's scary and stuff. Yeah, that was definitely the point of this drawing. Yep, definitely. I definitely didn't draw it 2 months ago, in August. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so I made this drawing 2 months ago. And you might be asking, what happened? I don't know. I decided I'm gonna do a video about it, and I just couldn't do it for 2 months. So I decided, you know what, this is the best time because it's gonna be Halloween. It's like in the vibe of Halloween, scary, kinda not, So yeah. So let's talk about this skull that I'm drawing right now on screen, because I decided while drawing this to make this one little cheeky move, and I created my own paintbrush, if I can call it like that. I decided to do a stump with the skull that you can see right now, so that I can do like a pattern for the shirt on this demon girl. And actually, that was a great idea. Then I realized at the moment that I really like drawing with this skull stamp, but yeah, I definitely at the end used it for the blouse. There we go, sorry. It was a good move because I think it looks cool. And it was definitely easier than drawing like 10 skulls on a shirt. So yeah, that was a good move. But let's start talking about the actual character. This character is a part of a story. I don't want to say a lot of details right now because she is like a secondary character. In a way, like it's confusing, it's complicated, and yeah. If you are actually interested in getting to know more of getting to know more about this character, then actually let me know, because I can do a little bit more sharing the story, because the stories I can give you a little bit hints. It's like a mafia story, a little bit, so that could be very much interesting. There's not a lot more that I can say about this character, because that was actually the first drawing did of them. So I have no character sheets, no backstory. I have nothing, honestly. So like she's still in the works, but I really like her. I wanted to talk more about the hairstyle that I chose, because the hairstyle is actually inspired by the makeup artist Sophie Goke. I think that's how you pronounce that. Sorry if it's not. But I actually was watching Glow Up on Netflix recently, and when I saw them, I was like, oh my god, that hairstyle is amazing. That's why I wanted to include that in. So then I was thinking more about the hairstyle and what it could mean, and what about this character and what blah, 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 blah. So this is why I actually created this demon girl. I was like, oh my god, these like small horns remind me of demons. So let's roll with that. So that's why this first like drawing of this character is like more subtle. You can more think about like a human when you see her. But there's gonna be a lot of changes in design, definitely in the future. I'm gonna think about it more to make it more demon-like. But this is like the human form, if I can say it like that. So let's talk about the color palette that I chose, because while I was drawing her, I was thinking of like the colors that I really enjoy, and one of actually my favorite colors is red. So I was like, you know what? Let's do it like the main point. That's why this whole drawing is mainly red based. I want to make the pants the vocal point and make it pop. That's why I went with the most vibrant red, because when we look at the whole pose and the whole perspective, it's like a triangle, and it goes like the bottom of the triangle ends in the part where the shoes are in the pants. That's why I wanted to make this like this point where it pops. Like I said before, the vocal point. That's why I also wanted to make the shoes like really also pop. I want to make everything pop. I want to make everything on perfect, right? So the shoes, for example, are more like these huge black heels to show her like power, that she can walk on everyone and doesn't care, that kind of badass energy from this girl. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I wanted to make this drawing like a new era, right? A new drawing, a new pose, new OC, everything new. That's why I also did the shading also a bit different. With this drawing, I started to draw in the shades of violet, because I wanted to see how would that work. Because when I usually shaded, I would choose like the colors that would be darker for the color. For example, if I would shade red, then I would shade it with like darker red, or like brown, or like something like this. Or blue, I would go to green maybe. It's like confusing. That color theory was always confusing to me, but I decided to, let's try go violet, right? I'm trying to still figure it out how it's gonna work. It's not always working every time, so yeah, it's confusing, but I'm learning. And honestly, when I'm looking at my hair that I did, I really like the way it came out, because it kind of like gives that cool vibe, right? I love the whole color that I chose for the hair, this kind of pinkish red, and the violet pops of color just give it so much more life, if I can say it like that. Maybe, yeah, something like that, I guess. And then I just try to figure it out all part by part, trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. So that's why in some parts the shading is red, but in other it's still violet. Yeah. I will now go quiet for a bit so that you can jump to this music. So after I do all of the flat colors and the shading, the general shading, then I do like the finishing touches, which for me is setting the lighting and the main shade, if I can call it like that. I don't really know what I'm doing in this point, but as you can see right now, I'm blocking out the main like lighting color and the main shading color, dark color. For the dark color, I chose violet, like I said previously, that I'm trying out new stuff. And for the lighting, I chose this kind of yellowish that is very light also. And I tried like some new stuff, right? I was trying to figure out what works, what doesn't. And honestly, I really love how the yellow worked on this whole drawing, because it made it warmer, so much like warmer and lighter. I think that was a really good choice. But now we have to go into the background, which I think was the most difficult thing to figure out, because I had the general idea what I want, but I wasn't really sure. So I decided to go the easy way. So I just copied the character, painted it all violet, and then just misplaced it to be like a shadow kind of type. At this moment, I tried to figure out the back leg if I want to make it darker. So I get the whole leg out, and then I was like trying out if I want to use different layers, if I want to make it darker. But at the end, I settled for how it was. And then the background time. And so for the background, I just decided to use the same brush I used for her blouse, the Skill brush. And this is the end of this drawing. I honestly am very proud of it, how it came out. I did do it 2 months ago, so I don't wanna redraw, maybe redesign. That's the word. I wanna redesign this character and maybe explore more of this person, right? Also, like I said at the beginning, I was exploring my art style, and I do believe that you can see the difference of it in these 2 months. So the next time I'm gonna draw them, it's definitely gonna look a bit different. But let me know how you enjoyed this drawing, and because it's the first time I'm doing this kind of voiceover type, let me know that you enjoyed that, because it was definitely interesting to make. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you're gonna have an amazing rest of the day. Remember to eat, drink, and take care. And also, if you're still to the end of this video, maybe you would consider giving a like. It would make my day, so thank you very much, and thank you even for watching.